Hey, Tony Gaskins here. I listen. I know some people like, oh, why y'all giving her pub? Because it's not good publicity. It's not like we making her rich. Like nobody looking at her page or nothing like that. Like where she getting paid from it. To my knowledge, she ain't got no YouTube channel where she teaching or nothing. So the reason why everybody addressing this is because it's a travesty to the black community. And when you come and you try and you fleece the black community and you run the pockets of black people with a lie, when you lying to your own people, like this is the thing, we all would have accepted her. I'm proof of it. I am what they call a life coach. I ain't give myself that title. The world come up with the title life coach. I ain't invent that. I don't have a college degree. I've written probably 20 books. I earn a good living and I don't have to work crazy hard. And so I'm proof that you don't have to lie to be successful in the black community. The black community has taken care of me and way more than the white community, the Hispanic community, the Asian community. Although I have clients in all of those areas, the black community has taken care of me by far the most. I would say probably 95% of my income is from the black community. So I'm proof that you don't have to lie. But if you come out and you lie, and this the thing, when you say, like for example, when you say you a doctor or you say you a therapist, you get invited to stages and couches that I can't get invited to because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist. So you get the opportunity to make more money. You get the opportunity to make more money. And y'all forgive me because I'm with the boys program and these Division One coaches. Division One, for those of y'all don't know, you got Division One, Division Two, Division Three. You got NAIA and junior college. And I'm talking to the coaches for the boys. And that's why I try to tell y'all, that's why I'm doing this. Like this trip cost us over $20,000. But I'm talking to a coach right now, Division One coach, who his highest paid player probably got $1 million last year. And so that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what I'm doing for these boys, putting them in a position to change their life, change their family life forever. And that's why I'm doing this. And so this kid that I'm talking to this coach for, this kid come from absolutely nothing. Like he like $0. Like absolutely nothing. So that's what it's about. The link is in the description. You'll see the boys summer program, Cheyenne. Make us a donation. The least you could do from the money you'd have made off the black community lying about being a doctor. And people got to understand, like for me, I don't pile on people pain when it's something like it's different if something happened to somebody that they didn't bring upon themselves. Like for example, if somebody got fired because there was layoffs and they're a celebrity or they whatever, we're not finna pile on that. And but when you come out and you intentionally manipulating, lying, y'all forget. So when you intentionally manipulating and lying, and then you keep doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on the lie, you bring that upon yourself. Like, and it's our job and it's our place to really hold accountable so that anybody else, because what you got to realize is Cheyenne Bryant ain't the only one. It's other liars out there brewing up. They working on their lie right now. They were just before all this happened, they was in the mirror practicing their lie. Guess what? They ain't finna do it now. They ain't finna do it now. You There has been thousands of DRs removed from the Instagram handles, bios, and websites over the last week, thanks to us who are talking about this. We done shut down a lot of fake doctors who are not doctors because of this. Because all we got is us. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm gonna tell you that right here. If I go out and I'm preaching on love and relationships, and I go out and I get in an affair on my wife, I want all of the thrashing, berating, demeaning. Can you imagine if I go and get in an affair and that right there, when that come out, how many people gonna be talking about me for how long? That's this right here, what I'm doing. This hold me accountable. This hold me accountable. This ain't even about Cheyenne. Like, I get to see what happened when you live a lie. Guess what? That made me even more faithful. I'm already faithful. I just became more faithful. Now I'm finna be. If I look at the TV and see a booty, what is red button there? I'm finna be even more. I'm finna be meeting y'all women fist bumping you. Y'all, this the band to get into the thing. The coach's band. I don't think I'm out here. And so that's what you got to realize right there is what Cheyenne, what I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. It's crazy because I seen the lady. Um, it's a lady. She is she a pretty light skin, brown skin, caramel skin. I don't know what y'all call this kind of color. I think she from an island because she got an accent, and she be reviewing stuff. And she gonna jump right on it now. Guess what? She ain't did now negative about me because she ain't had nothing negative to do one about. But she did one, and I like the way she worked. Um, it's Gabby Unfiltered or Debbie Unfiltered. She take and she pull up the other clips. She pull up the other clips. And what she take and do, she showed the clip again from the lady who interviewed her. And on the interview, uh she breaking it down and she's showing, well, Cheyenne had the basically the bullet points of what she teaching on, what she talking about. And as I'm looking at the bullet points, I'm like, she talking about herself, like about not healing from your trauma and not being able to be your highest self and not being able to live in your truth. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Our understanding as humans come from our own pain and trauma. You're living through it. So when you allow your brain to process what you're living through. What a lot of people don't understand is the deeper you are, the darker you've seen. And that's what you got to realize. And so that's what I need you to understand. So my wisdom, yes, it come from God, but that's God giving me the wisdom to process what I done been through, what I done seen, and then able to apply that to stuff I haven't been through and seen. But what I realized about Cheyenne is she basically speaking from her trauma. She's speaking from her pain. She said she is the oldest of 7, born to teenage parents. That right there is trauma. I'm right here helping raise boys who come from teenage parents. Listen, that's a different life. They go through a lot. Y'all give me 1 second. They go through a lot. Y'all getting these boys. We got a total of 4 games today. Hope it be basketball. Like, hey, clear the league of the spirits of the Lord. All praying that the Lord bless you so that in that overflow, you can help me with these boys. And guess what? I'm not no doctor, but if you go to the community page, you click on Tony Gaskins, you go to my channel, my main channel page, you slide across the top where it says like videos, community posts, or whatever. Click on community or post, and you're gonna see my little graphic that I made. Well, I'm selling Cheyenne's doctoral. She said doctoral. And she said doctoral program on that interview with that lady from the news. It's doctoral or doctoral, however you pronounce, but she said doctoral, which when I typed that in, it put the red line up under it, said this is not a word. How are you a doctor and you don't know that doctoral is not a word? That's all we needed to see right there. As soon as that right there happened, if she was a doctor, Argosy got to snatch it back now because she calling it doctoral. So Argosy like, child, give us that back. Because how you done went through all of this, 12 years of school and still a fool. How you done went through all of this and you don't know that doctoral is not a word. Now, it could have been a slip of the tongue, and they could call that a Freudian slip. But what that was the evidence that she's not what she say she is. And then the lady say, well, why don't you just remove doctor from your name since you don't want to provide the proof? that you got a doctorate. And you could tell the lady that's interviewing Cheyenne is smarter than Cheyenne. And all that lady got is 2 degrees, which is a lot. But she not no doctorate. She got a degree from Northwestern, which is a good school, and Emory, I think she said, which is a good school. She got 2 degrees and she's still not no doctorate. So if that lady right there cannot get no doctorate, I know Cheyenne is no doctor. I know Cheyenne, because that lady runs circles around Cheyenne. So I'm gonna tell y'all what is going on with Cheyenne. And I'm not a psychology expert like she claimed to be. Cheyenne got trauma. Cheyenne went through some very dark stuff. And I would venture to believe that her life looked a lot like what people claim Marjorie Harvey's life looked like before Steve Harvey. They claim that Marjorie Harvey was sleeping with the drug dealers. I don't know if there's any proof to the claim. And then that one of them went to prison, and then she got with the drug dealer brother, is what they claim. That's allegedly. But so if that is fiction about Marjorie, I feel like Cheyenne's life may have been closer to something like that. And that what happens when you grow up in those type of situations, when you are raising yourself and you gotta basically become a mom at like the age of 7 or 9 or 11, 13. Like if you are the oldest of 7, you are a mom at a young age. And if you have parents who are teenagers and then they become young adults as you are in your formative years, they dump a lot of their trauma and their pain on you. So you could get cursed out, brutally beat on. You could see their drug usage, their fornication, their adultery, their crime. Like you could be a witness to a lot of what they got going on. And you feel unseen. You feel unheard. And what Cheyenne was blessed with is a face that could fit inside of the beauty constructs of America. Now, somebody commented that they say she had gastric bypass or something like that to get her curves, but I don't know. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't put it past her because, and they said she had like reconstructive surgery, like plastic surgery or something like that on her face or nose or something. I wouldn't put nothing past her. So that definitely could be a BBL. Cause see what made me think is it could be a BBL or like a tummy tuck, lipo or whatever, or gastric bypass, whatever, is because of the way she flaunts it. Like it's a million black women that's built like Cheyenne, and her build is not special. It's a very normal build for a black woman. Like it's not like it's like one of the Bush tribe ladies from the Bush tribe in Africa or Belize. I got a client who's from the Bush tribe of Belize. When I tell you, they built like something else. You know what I'm telling you? That like you don't see they build everywhere. So Cheyenne build, that's a dime a dozen. Like that's a normal type of build for a black woman. So that's why black women don't flaunt it. When a black woman really go to flaunting her build, is typically she got BBL, and she feel like her booty is more special than other black women booty, or she get a tummy tuck. And you ever notice when somebody not used to their body, they like to wear fishnet, see through, cleavage out, everything out because they're not used to their body. It's some black women that's been curvy since they was a kid, And that was a curse for them because it had grown men doing things to them or coming at them in ways that they didn't want that type of attention. And so that's what a lot of people don't understand. So when somebody uses their body as bait and to flaunt it, that's almost a clear indication that they body didn't used to be like that, that they not used to that body. And that's why they showing it off like that. And that's how Cheyenne be acting. So what I am assuming is that she has lived a life where she did not feel loved and appreciated and valued and seen. Because you got to think about this thing. You got to think about this thing like realistically. Now, her mom and dad could be passed away. And if they're not passed away, then they could be, y'all gotta forgive me, I'm here cleaning my brush. They could be passed away. And if not, then they could be, you know, like something is going on with them. But I want you to really think about this. And y'all gotta give me cleaning my brush. It's been sitting in the bottom of my backpack. Look like it just collecting dust. And it's a hairbrush now. No toothbrush. Tony, what's going on? Where are your toothbrush got going on? And so what you have to realize is think about this. Black parents who are living or who are, you know, like sane and normal and got a relationship with their kid, not finna let you prance and parade around the country with a fake doctorate. But black parents who are, either deceased or their situation is so bad that they don't really know what it takes to be a doctor, and they are bamboozled. Like if her mom or dad is still living, they could be finding out about this fake doctorate with the rest of us. Like, I don't put that past Cheyenne at all. They could be finding out with the rest of us. And the thing about it is, when you have childhood trauma and you've never been appreciated and validated and really and motivated by your parents, you could have a deep desire to win and to like make them look at you, make them see you, make them see that you are worthy, make them see that you are somebody. And you either do it for their love and their support and their praise, or you doing it to stun on them. Like you doing it to stun on them. I was talking to a young man yesterday, one of my coaches, and he was like, "Man, it's so amazing to be like up close and personal with you." Like he said, "I see you online and stuff like that, and I see your brand and stuff." But he was like, to be around you as a black man and to see how, like humble and real and relatable you are. He was like, "Man, I just want to say thank you," because he said a lot of guys who got it and they done made it, they'll tell you they want to help you or they want to have you around or mentor you. This guy, he's 24 years old. He's the head coach for my 17U team. 17U means 17 and under. So they're 11th graders. And he say, but really they just want to stun on you. They just want you to be around so they could like just stun on you and you could watch them stunt. And he was like, but you're not like that. And I was like, man, I really appreciate that, bro. And that's the thing. Like sometimes people can really just want to make it, and so that they people can finally love them and respect them and be like, oh, you made it. Y'all, we got to leave in an hour. Oh, you made it. Oh, you somebody. And I think that's what Cheyenne partially is partially dealing with, because you have to think about it. You really, and I'm gonna tell you too, I can tell by what she's doing that she spent a lot of time alone. She spent a lot, like, just kind of like her, she is living out a childhood fantasy. You know how, like, kids who go through trauma, they have to create different realities to cope with their reality. If they sat and they bask in their reality, they would be suicidal. So they create an alter ego and an alternative world in their mind to escape the reality they living in. And I'm not a psychology expert. I'm not a therapist. I just analyze life, and I just know this how the mind work. And Cheyenne is showing us that that is true. She is living in an alternative reality. She's living in a reality where you can say that you are something and not actually be that thing. And that when everybody else who is in their reality can look at your reality and see that your reality is not reality, your reality is your fantasy, and yet you will not let them convince you that your reality is not a reality, that it is a made up fantasy from your mind. That right there is a mental health issue. So that's why I'm not picking on the sister. I'm praying for the sister. But the reason why I'm talking about it is because she did it intentionally. And she did it just purposefully, intentionally, repeatedly, and she doubling down. And she tried to see, at first she was gonna come out and kind of try to clear it up and kind of be like, well, I'm no longer a therapist and all of this and all of that. But the thing, what she contradicted herself is she go on Joe Budden and say she no longer finna be operating under her licensure. But then she went on the Breakfast Club and said, well, people don't understand. If I wanted to go be a LMFT, licensed marriage and family therapist, I could go do that. Well, where are you saying if you wanted to go do that? When on Joe Budden, you saying you already do that. And now you not finna do it anymore. So now which one is it? Are you a therapist who no longer finna operate as a therapist? Or are you a life coach with a master's degree in whatever psychology that can go sit for the test to become a therapist? Because she said on the Breakfast Club that all she would have to do is just let them know she want to sit for the test, and then all she got to do is just study. And then she could go take the test and be a therapist with her master's degree. But my thing about it is, I don't know why she won't show the master's degree if she got a master's degree at least to show the. And I think she won't show the master's degree if she got one. I think she won't show it. Guess what? Now them jobs can find out, because y'all know how, like, it's been people that then got put in the news, got exposed to where they put that they had this degree or that degree, and they job called the school to confirm, and the school say we don't know who that is. We can't release state information to you, but we can tell you they ain't no student from here, and that come out in the news before, and that right there come out. And so I'm sitting there, I'm looking at that thing, and I'm like, what the girl going on? So that's probably why she don't go get no job. And then too, I'm still not over her saying many years ago she called to get her transcripts, and it had been past 2 years. Because then y'all tell me that Argosy just went out of business in 2019. And then 2 years past that would have been 2021, probably 2022, really, on the calendar. And so I'm just confused as to how this is many years ago and how you was fixing to go to be a professor at a law school. And what law school was that? Like, that's where you need to start showing proof at that right there. I was applying to such and such. You could reach out to them and ask them, did I apply? And what that process was like, and what I give them permission to let you know. Like, I be trying to show any and every little bit of proof I can. And she can't do it. She can't do it. She won't do it. She not doing it. And that's what people got to realize and understand. Right there. Got to realize and understand. And guess what? Nah, it's a lot of folk, man. Y'all got these attorneys, but this what I'm trying to tell you. If you got kids, affirm your children. Affirm your children. Speak into their life daily. Tell them who they are. Tell them what they good at. Tell them what you love about them. Tell them they could be anything. Take them to show them those things. Show them, look at their natural gifts, look at their interests. Take them to talk to a doctor, talk to a lawyer, talk to a painter, talk to a dancer, talk to a singer, talk to a pro athlete. Like, show them those professions. Let them explore it. Let them tour. Let them shadow. Let them whatever. Teach them about it. Break it down on ChatGPT. Give them the one-page summary of this career and what it takes to achieve it, what they got to do, what they got to study in school, all of that, and make them a career options book. You go to ChatGPT and you just prompt it. Create a one-sheet breakdown of how to be, what an attorney is, and the different most common types of attorneys, and what does it take to become an attorney as far as schooling, everything, preparation, tests, and do that. And then do the same thing for a doctor, do the same thing for a police officer, do the same thing for a pro athlete, do the same thing for an astronaut, whatever NBA GM or softball GM, and softball on TV right now, any career you could think of, and make your child a career book. Each one that ChatGPT make you, take that and print them out and put them in a folder. See, this is the practicality that we don't get taught in the black race. This is the type of stuff that white people do. This is the practicality, because we so caught up in our trauma and our poverty and our brokenness that our brain never get time to think like this. That's why God called me. That's why I'm here, to help you think, because I guarantee you not now one of y'all have ever done that. And we don't think about it. See, me, I talk to my sons about it. And I talk to even my son right now, he 19, he don't know exactly what he want to do. But he'll bring me an idea. I give him the pathway. Like the other day we talked about it, him doing a book, publishing a little 31-page book, little 31 affirmation, 31 whatever. We talked about that. And I give him the plan. And I say, son, do it. Write it. I'll publish it. I'll promote it. And you get a check every month on the 28th for every month. If you want to do the same, go to Tony Gatz Academy, get an all access membership, take the birthday book course. Take the birthday book course, and voila, there you go. But hey, this Tony Gasson, I got to go to get on ready. Get on up out of here. God bless you. Keep your head up. Keep going. We definitely going to be in touch. And I'll pray for us. Me and the boys. Keep us in your prayers. We'll talk soon. All the important links in the description. Voice on the program in there too. God bless you. Talk soon.